Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute. This music isn't right. The scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermornings. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. That's IndieCD.org. Your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, artists, and musicians. We're also made possible by sales of The Simple Sword, The Fighting Axe, and The Simple Spear, all part of my ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled the sword to teaching the art to others. The Big Stompy Robots line of books and games, because gaming should be fun, it should be cheap, and should blow stuff up. And, of course, because that's what you're here to hear, Hades and Hellfire. A dark secret has claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky recorder, her cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the forces of darkness. Hello and happy hump day. We are in the middle of Hollow Week. I hope you guys are having a spooktacular time. I am having a time. Accountability. Let's see. After the Monday show, I had a bit of a fall. Dinged the heck out of my wrist. We're going to find out later if we'll see how it's doing. If it's not better by the end of the show, I will probably be going to visit a doctor. But I think, judging by the way it's been popping under check, I think I just mildly dislocated it like I did with my ankles. So I don't think it's a break. I think it's just really cheesed with me right now, which is exactly what I need. A whopping 2 days before the convention. Now, but I felt bad enough that my glasses broke, and I earned a bit of a shiner. It's mostly faded out. Whew. Yeah. If you didn't know better, you'd think somebody beat me over the head with PVC. But I'm okay. We're okay. We're barreling forward. And it's that time of year. I'm not losing momentum. I have a lot of art to do today. I have a lot of work to do today. I didn't get my hair tie in right, so it's trying to crawl down my neck. But we're going to have fun, and then my plans for after are talking to my lovely wife, building a custom BSR2, and then just trying to pack up for the convention. We have all sorts of really amazing new art products, posters, and things that we want to unveil for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Big Stumpy Robots, of course, will be running, and we're joined by the occasional train. Yes, folks, let's hear it all for our beloved guest and big fan, the train. Hey, simmer down. We can't handle that. The train is going on now. See, that's what the distant one sounds like. This is what the close one sounds like. There are no rails. It's Wednesday. So my plan is in a little bit, I'm going to pop through the comments. I'm going to drop an ad or three. We're going to hop over to the wonderful world of drawing and art. And we're going to put out at least 3 shenanigan level images. Then, if there is time, I have other arting to do. Just having a run, and we're going to make that run interesting. So let's hop into the comments, and we'll see how that's going. Morning. Well, first through the door is Carl Woodsman. Morning. Wakey, wakey. Eggs and bakey. Did not have eggs and bakey, but I did have a bologna and melted cheese sandwich on toast, and that was very nice. A little bit more girth to my usual breakfast. 5 more minutes. None! There will be no more minutes. The show is on, and you will enjoy it. I sound like my family. Anyway, LOL, Foxy. No, Foxy. We are down one chatter as Donna is off to have breakfast with her friend. We see. That does sound fun. And Foxy, it does sound fun. Breakfast with her friend sounds fun. I was about to make a joke about breakfast at Tiffany's, but I haven't seen my friend Tiffany in a very, very, very long time. Wonder how she's doing. Morning! Good morning, Don Dulas. Don is, of course, the creator of her fashionable felines, the one Buddy and Georgette, letting her pause for her art because, well, yeah, we love her cats. I really need to do more with them. Anyhow, we also have I locked the door as she left, came upstairs, and now one of the cats is crying downstairs. Cats, cats, cats! Oh, yes. Mine are very cross with me already because, as it is a draw stream, my door is truly and firmly closed. Oh, now I came up. Dawn. Cats being cats, indeed. How are you guys doing, though? Patio's being poured back home today. Yikes. I'm listening to the lovely sound of teeth on antler. Glad I'm not here for it. Botrix has correctly joined the channel. Dun, dun, yes, Dawn, you want to avoid patio pouring. Are you in Georgia already? LOL. I do too. I'm glad I'm not here either. Yoinks! My eardrums! Forgot to turn down the volume. Glad I had that muted. Max is back. Hey, Max! What's up? How are you doing, Pooh Bear? Now, I am hoping to see a great deal more of Max in the coming future because I am trying to work my schedule post-convention. Yes, there is life post-convention. To allow for a more selective gaming situation where I can invite only a few of my favorite gamers and do things much to my amusement and just kind of relax. We're working on some things. I also want to get Max trained up to be the next DM, GM, etc. for part of my master plan. One should always work to make oneself as unnecessary as possible. Forgot to turn down the volume. Glad I had it muted. Welcome back. I joined the moment he yelled. Well, you picked the right time. Hi, Carl. I hit M at some point and muted the window. Hey, Max. I missed the morning great. Grim, hi. How's that day countdown going, dear? All the love in the world. Hey, Foxy. Bit of a shock, Max. Grim. Morning, Grim. Since Dawn isn't here, please like the show. Yes, please like, share, and subscribe. Alchinic, please get that wrist checked by a nurse at least. We will have to see if it's something that can be scheduled. But I've had a lot of injury experience, and because I've hypermobility, I'm not thinking it is broken. I'm thinking it is just mildly dislocated, which is fairly normal. But let's see, we have Meager Epidemic, and we have Obscure Baking as our bots. Not bad on either. Both of them are terrorizing. And I hope the fall wasn't cat related. I do too. No, it was definitely not cat related. It was just a misunderstanding. Anyway, yeah, probably best. It probably is, but I don't know if I have the option. And Dawn says, yes, I'm here. She's in the house! Run! Is it warmer, Dawn? Warmer here? Nope. Turned on the heat this morning. It is currently 44 where I am, for those of you who are wondering. And Grim says, train. Max says, I like train. Brr. And Kat says, train! Hey, Kat, that's the Adventures of the Rock and Roll Art Goddess, whose ad you know will be run at the end of this program, because they are at least anytime I complete a program, she has the reserved last ad slot. Hi, Kat. Hey, Kat. You don't want to hear the even closer train. I hear trains all the time here. And cheese is good. Oh my gosh. A very sharp cheddar cheese is grotesquely underappreciated. Now, I do love, in many applications, a nice mild cheese, a Munster, something balanced like a Gouda. But sometimes, when you have something fairly strong, especially, or childhood related, like bologna, you get that extra melty, just wonderful, extra sharp cheddar. Am I supposed to eat any of that? No, I am not. Am I eating it anyway? Yes, I am. Good morning, Nick and all. Happy hump day. How you doing? Get well soon. Well, I am, I'm doing okay. Like I said, I had a rough run. Rough runs happen. And apparently I've had enough rough run that my algorithm is suggesting any number of are you okay kind of ads. Would you like to give us money to find out if you're okay? It's a thing. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Well, that's too dang bad. Indeed. Your suffering amuses me. And soon there will be no mercy. My babies. Hi, Carl. Hi, Matt. Not terrible, Cat. And you? Trying to get my groove back. Whew, I almost had to knock the green room myself. Be careful grooving with that sore hip. Just saying. The groove is waiting for you, I have no doubt. Hi, Max. What is the convention? Okay. Um, in Peatone, Illinois, at the Will County Fairgrounds, is a convention called LodgeCon. And a couple of years ago, we were actually invited to Bend. As Region Con has ceased to be, LodgeCon is my major convention of the year. It is a gaming convention, and it is a lot of fun. It is very family friendly. Uh, Peatone is like a half hour north of Bourbonnais, something like that, and it's held at the Will County Fairgrounds. Wonderful event organizers. The only thing they did this year that infuriates me and kind of honestly ruined a lot of October for me is the fact that I have to go up Friday, so I'll be spending Halloween night, well, Halloween evening setting up, and then Halloween night just kind of chilling in a hotel room, which for me is not very fun, but setup will be good, and then we'll see. And that's all. That's all I can do right now is go. Then we will see. Out of town. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, I reset my exercise video game to the low settings. I love Ring Fit Adventure. Oh, that sounds fun. At Dawn, see, Dawn is at HoloCon in Dalton, Georgia, with most of them. Ah, thank you, Dawn. I understand those locations. Indeed. My hips, yes. Blue cheese. Blue cheese is not bad, but it's ad time and then art time, I should wonder. So let's see. Who's getting the opener? I need a good Poppy ad. Who's getting the opener? Let's go with a quick one. I don't need a lot of time.
Hello, I'm Dan Holifield. I'm the senior editor and publisher of Abelian Webzine, the world's oldest free creative writing e-zine since 1997. Since then, we have helped over 500 amateur writers learn what they needed to turn pro. www.aphellion-webzine.com and read not only what we've got going on right now, but 28 years worth of our archives of stories. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Holifield. Now, we're going to add this to the stage, and we'll see if I can get my fancy preferred, because this is the most inoffensive corner I can stick myself. I'm sure you guys are going to have fun with that line of thought. Fix this so I'm not fighting it all day. And let's get some music by the incomparable Dan Holifield, most likely. And yet, we're going to go... There we go. Highly energetic particle boogie. And Grim should get an ad. Grim should get a lot of things in about a week or so. Yes. Now, we're going to open up because I still believe that fall is indeed a season. And just because Halloween has to come to an end does not mean that there's no room for beauty. I also got to go see my parents fairly recently, and that's always nice, as it means I can go through some really beautiful territory. So we're just going to get a little classic 70s music in here, but it won't be completely true. I don't think all the leaves will be brown, but the sky will be gray for this one. Now I have some new products that I am trying out. The actual metal prints. Hey, you do your school stuff, Max. I'll be here. This is the 3-hour stream usually. I say usually because this one might be a long one. Well, we stick of anything just trying to technically have to go over there. Thank you, sir. Alrighty. Got a nice gray sky. What are we feeling right now? Are we feeling? Yeah, we're probably feeling the pointless brush. It's a bit big, but so I like the sound. And I'm already on another layer. This is a normal layer, nothing fancy yet. I'm just kind of kissing out some nice arching trees. Doesn't quite feel right, but we'll get there. We'll see how we're feeling with this. What? Yeah. Make it a little later in the fall, so swirl's going. The clouds look a bit heavy, don't they? That's just fine. Heavy clouds happen. I know the world can get scary sometimes, and I know right now it certainly is. I'll be honest, a good part of me would far rather be home than planning to go out for the convention. I love the convention, and I'm going to have a great time. But it's a different one. And sometimes you can have that kind of different energy. And all you can do with it is kind of work your way through. I have in the past found that the times I am feeling least enthused, least right about a few things, are the times that occasionally the world surprises me. And I'm going to give it a chance. I think a lot of what's hitting me right now is I'm just tired. Not sleepy tired, just tired. And sometimes we get that way. We feel the weight. And the only thing we can do, is navigate it. It's try to put it somewhere. Try to do something with it. And as we, journey out in life or in the world, say, thank you, Kat. Thank you very much. Oh, I did it on a vector light. On a shoot. I have to redo that. I need to start playing with vector just because it resizes so much better. But there we go. Sometimes you don't have an option. I like that. First up, go the shape a bit, but there we go. That'll do. See if I can get this to go like I want it to. I'm not sure which tree put these out, but there are always these little red, almost chili shaped leaves. They're tiny, and I always see them. Mm-hmm. Oh, take care. Take care, Carl. I know there's a lot going on. Busy time of year. I don't know if I can do that here. Where's my... No, okay. There is... No. That's not what I'm looking for. Nope, that's not the tool I need. What I'm using is a distortion tool to try to provide that the image is just a little distorted, and then I need to come over back up here. I need to do a little bit more work on this. My tape is going. Yes, you guys probably should do a bunch of updated ads. Ooh, and yes, you certainly could update your ad. Yeah, especially with potential gallery showings and such. I would very much like to see more of the information coming out about the gallery showings and things you're attending and doing. I don't know. Going to the showing, the gallery that I went to was so very neat, very, very cool. And I really appreciate you for inviting me. I've never been to one. Before the world changed, it turned out I was moving down here. I was actually just trying to get in at I want to say the South Shore Gallery in Franklin. I don't know. I don't know if I need to go back into trying to do that. Hello, Robin. I hope you're doing well. I had to take a lot of things kind of off. I've continued to have to take them off because Xander has his needs and situations are what they are. I'm straining myself just a little bit to try to figure out what I want to do to get the effect that I'm looking for. So there's going to be a lot of strangeness for a moment. And I think you guys will forgive me while I try to sort this out. Yep. Because Kat managed to just hit the nail on the head when she said, hey, that does look... Because I originally planned to be looking up for this image, but doing a mirrored pond reflection would be a good idea. Oh, and fantasy maps can happen too. Yes, that was the first one, Chesterton Art Gallery. And you know, it's healthy, Kat. It's like I was speaking to Brian. We go through phases of exhibit and create and publish and recover and I think it's necessary to do that. Yeah. My artwork was highly dissuaded growing up. My art isn't something a lot of people wanted me to do. There was very clear plans for my future. And isn't that a laugh? So, getting to participate with things like that will always have a certain magic to them. Whoa! Oh yeah, you do need to check out creatives at play. But, oh! There, I think I don't think there's a creative to play this week because so many of you guys are involved with going to Dalton, Georgia for HoloCon. Which is funny, I never did get a commercial for HoloCon, although you guys kind of are a living commercial for it, so can't really complain too much. No. I'm just playing with some tools here. But, yeah. Actually, enough of a swirl right there that I can add a bit of stone to sort of keep me out. Go. Let me go airbrush with that. Whoa, that's way too much of that. Let's just airbrush that down. We're getting there. I've always been one to notice the, no, that's way too dark. Another layer, still going to be a normal layer, but I'm going to be playing with the opacity. So I'm going to do a bit of this, just to say, soften the transition just a bit. And since I don't know what I'm doing, there's a lot of layering. A lot of, do I want this? Do I want that? Just one of the important parts, I think, of art is to probe and feel what feels right. Oh yeah, it really could be a map. I need a very specific brush. There. Now, over here, with one node multiply. Double that. I'm back down to my pencils and brush. So big with it. Color I picked was too dark. But yeah, that has that reflective pond. Oh, have a wonderful day, Robin. I'll be running your ad later. I'll still be on later too. And yeah, puddle and asphalt is what I was going for. I was going for the puddle and asphalt because one thing I would always get in trouble for was like getting lost in the little tiny islands of beauty I would find. And so every once in a while I like to reach back to that and go, you know, that wasn't a cardinal sin. Oops, I need another layer. Let me undo that. Maddie gets mad because when she tries to get my pictures to format for print, I sign too close to the edge. But yes, and of course, there was no time lapse, right? No, there was no time lapse. That's okay though. We'll save this as actually puddle and asphalt isn't a bad title. And we will export the ping. We'll do that. Okay. Come here, come right. We will. I like to hide my signature inside my artworks. I do that when I am doing pieces that I know people are going to put in things sometimes. I probably should do it more. Make it more challenging for the Neil Caffertys of the world. Cafferty, yeah. Anyway, well shoot, this will be Grimm's birthday, I think. Export single layer JPEG, NTF, $11,325. Okay, that's one down. Thank you. Check my email. I will do. Just let me media, we'll pause the music, and we'll run an ad, and I'll be back because it is spooky season. Well, let's get mysterious.
In 1948, a man was found dead on the beach. But he hadn't just washed up. Oh no, he was very nicely propped up against the seawall, very well dressed. But there were no labels in his clothes. They had all been cut out. Very mysterious, the police thought. And then they found, rolled up in his pocket, a piece of paper from a novel that said Tamam Shud. When they finally traced it, it came back to the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. But it got even more strange, because in the back of the book, when they found that it had been torn out of, there was a code, a secret code that has not been cracked to this very day. When they finally found his suitcase, it had a mysterious jumble of items, some which were very hard to explain. Also in the back of the book was the phone number of a very mysterious nurse. What did she have to do with the death of the Somerton man? Find Death and Love Down Under, a novel by Carl Witzman, on Lulu.com in both ebook and print format.
Well, that's very pretty, Grim. Grim sent me a picture of the sunset from last night. It's very pretty. Thank you, and thank you for the countdown. Now, I don't think I'll get to see Evie today, which kind of makes me sad, but that's okay. Let's see. We'll be seeing Grim fairly soon, I hope. Okay, we got a new one. And we will throw a time lapse just for S&G. And we will put this one away. Save. We'll just night-night that. Night-night. And we'll work on the next thing after I get the music going. No, that's not music. Narlands. A quiet one of late. Things must be busy. People aren't streaming nearly as much. But you know what? I mean, the shade door wrong. I'm just having one of those days where the light's a little bright on me. And good pencil. Oh, shoot, forgot to put a new layer on. That was almost a mistake. There we go. Been a while. I feel like running out. Okay, quick one. I know this looks sloppy. It's okay. It looks sloppy. It's still in the blues. I have a long way to go before this particular image is ready. But we're gonna figure all that. You didn't miss any. Grant, let me see. Did I time lapse this all? Yeah, I did. I didn't want to time lapse this. It's the Wednesday show, so there's still like at least another hour. You're fine. Stick around to the end. I'll review what you may have missed. Quite figure out how I want the hair to be piled on the head yet. So right now, just a little bit of trying to get my speed back, because I have to do a lot of actual traditional art, hopefully. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I have to be both faster than usual and a little more confident. Welcome back, Max. Oh, you're at a coffee shop. You know what? That seems like a very reasonable thing and a wise decision to make, right? In the words of Fat Falstaff, discretion is the better part of valor. I need to do a bunch of art for my gamers so that they can see where they are and what town has, what is starting to befall them. And then from there I have to decide which avenues I want to open for them. But right now it's going to be more quasi character development. And I want to give them access to make sure they have decent access to fast travel. It may get hinky. They don't have it, so that means I have a lot of game design work. Oh, that's it. I lost a few days because of incident and injury, so it's going to be I'm in catch-up mode. And yes, I'm going to do some different things with textures and fidgets and what's it than I usually do. So that will definitely be a good thing. This needs to fill with something lace adjacent. I can work with this. I think I can work with this. Give me an update on the horned creature's adventures. Well, basically, the horned creature to whom I believe you're referring, as kind of the shape's wrong in there. The shape's all wrong in there. The concept's good, but the shape's wrong. Shapiness is going to be very important to us. That's the problem with this stuff. Way from here, a lot more to it. There's something I have to do with the shape, and I haven't quite figured out what yet. But I'm sorry. I'm tired of, like, I draw a lot of straight hair people. I want to do some, more curly, swirly hair. But yeah, your horned one has been just off the side, off with their happily ever after kind of scenario, which is part of why fast travel will be important, because I have to have the means to get some of my more wayward players back to where they belong. Okay. Whew. This one's going to be a thing. Okay. Do we want to do... let's do some eraser cleanup while we can. This leather knows quite a bit, so I'm done. Now we're getting something else. Now we're starting to get that sense that I want. I have to make a decision. And, ooh, let's get a little different here. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to need the milli pen for this part. Or, I could use the actual pen, same thing. Well, we've got that side, and then I can come over here and can decide if I like. Yeah, I think I like the control and consistency of the milli pen just a little bit. I'm going to need a lot of consistency for this. The texture will be in the line work, not the line itself. We're going to just start with this. Oh, man. This is going to make me have to think. At least for the eyes, I need clarity. For everything else, though, I can have texture. So this. Well, let me. I can take my time and paint a bit on this one. I'm going to do... Oh, the old hoary tricks. That's right, on-screen palette. Yep. The old hoary tricks have once again come upon us. But I'm actually going to try to do a little bit more painting. Now, the neat thing about doing the palette this way is it means I can, I don't know, I'm still torn if I want a more traditional animated look, but that's if I'm okay with the paint. We're just gonna have to see. I mean, if I am not safe to play here and test, where would I be safe? Divine intervention? Oh, for your character? Something like that. Very much something like that. And I hope you guys don't mind that I am working outside of my normal process just a bit. That's a little slower. I'm trying things. Did not close that up nearly well enough. There we go. But sometimes you don't want to paint. You don't want to just color, or you don't want to draw. You want to use a different medium or style. But since I'm doing things digitally right now, my medium and style, once again, man, there is a German comedian, and my problem is whenever I watch him, while I'm working on things, man, does that infect my vocabulary quickly. And I don't speak German, not a lick. Well, bits and pieces, because, we want some family. Here, grab this. Where is it open? Oh, geez, that's where it's open. I see where it's open. Hold on. Now, the astute among you will notice that as I play with this, these values change slightly. And that's okay. Let me try this one more time. There we go. Undo. Because I want the actual light. And I know this is very, almost shockingly clunky, and that's okay. It's sort of a placeholder for what's coming down the pipe. Oh wow, I didn't know you took that much German. I just know that I have some relatives who instilled, my namesake, instilled a lot of German phrasing into my dad, who then instilled bits and pieces into me in moments of anger or annoyance, so to speak. One of my favorite things about painting digitally is that everything is essentially a wet palette. Oh, one of your last shipments of comics will be over in a couple days. Awesome! I know you've been working very hard toward that end, and I hope that it works very well for you. But No, I love being able to just reach over and say, oh, I want this shade from this part of the picture. Like, how's it some, I can just be like, I want this shade, this exact shade right here. I don't have to come get, I want to use this one that's a little different. And it is. I can. Or I can come right back to this one and get continuity where I want it. But a lot of it's just being willing to work within the image and let the image tell me what it wants to tell me. Now, I know a lot of times you see me dabbling with this more quote-unquote natural hair. And I'm rather fond of it. I love playing with crinkly hair. Crinkles and curls, it gives it a lot of more texture, a lot more depth. I'm just kind of, I'm digging on this one a bit. And I'm just kind of, it's nice to be able to, fast line work, slow paint is a really fun variant of what I do. Oh, language. I took 1 year of Latin with two and a half years of Japanese. My Japanese teacher said, while I was doing okay, I was getting a C in the class, I needed to drop out because she didn't feel I was of the quality to go to the on the Japanese, on the trip to Japan. My Japanese wasn't that good, so she asked me to leave. And I did. Learned a lot in that study hall. I'll tell you what, got a lot done in that study hall. It probably helped my math scores, to be honest. Certainly helped with my art. And I use my art far more than my Japanese. In college, they tried to make me take language courses. So they forced me into French, basically, as that was the only language course that was available for the thing. It did not go well. My brain rewired itself all the way back to Latin, and French was too close to Latin for me, so I stopped with it. But we're still like this. We have these adventures. Brown eyes are always such a challenge for me because they aren't. Calling brown eyes brown just doesn't do them justice. So I end up having to do very different kinds of things to try to get them where I want them. Let's see. Oh, yep. I dabbled in that. I never was any good at most of those, but yep. I picked up bits and pieces of Spanish over the years, but that's mainly due to Spanish television. I may go back into it, which I may get more into it, that is. As I have Spanish-speaking relatives now. But like I said, my brain tries to turn it all into, but that's bad Latin. For a bit, I was even picking up some Portuguese from my buddy Johnny. I had a note on how to pronounce his name in a non-anglicized way, but without the note, I will completely butcher it. Incredible artist. And I may even come back and ink over this. I don't know. I know I'm taking kind of the slow road, but I get the chance because Mandy is off today. She is off, and both she and Sandra are sleeping in for the most part. So I don't have to shoulder the, is he okay? Am I going to have to deal with an outburst situation? And I love him more than anything on this planet, but it can be both challenging and more than a little terrifying when he's having a really bad day. We all carry burdens, though. We all carry things. And then you have to turn those darker, but right now, those are elements to make it easier to see what I'm doing. And the act of just painting on a slightly larger canvas in a slightly different way well, it fascinates me. Foxy, I'm not terribly good with it either. To be honest, I've just tried a lot. And that's one thing I can say in response to a lot of people. I have tried more and failed more than any, I have tried and failed more than most people have tried at all. A great many things. And I admit I'm a little tired. I'm at an arc in my life where I'm feeling it right now. There it is. But, yeah, okay, this is the line that I should have used. There it is. I'm going to tighten a lot of this up, but we'll see. Boy, do I have a lot of holidays with the style I'm using. It's okay. Unfortunately, that shows that I'm a little inconsistent isn't quite the right word. There's a hesitation today that I need to work through. But I think doing art is a lot like sword fighting in that it reveals to me a lot about my state. Oh, I'm holding up. I haven't decided on her lip color yet, but I do want color. Oh, that looks so much better. There we are. Well, no, I don't need that. Go away. So what do you guys think? I'm very curious. I know what I'm doing right now is quite a bit different from my usual process. Do you enjoy watching this? Do you prefer me to do more cartoony things? You want me to do more landscapes? What is it that you guys really like to see me do? I'm genuinely wondering. Because, you know, a lot of what I do is solely kind of in service to the audience. And I mean, within reason, because I don't like to do artwork that will likely get me fired for some kind of morality clause. I'm sensitive about that since the incident when I was subbing, where they mistook one of my pieces as being based on a student. And, that one shook me. It kind of shook me out right out of the academic field. Even though I didn't do anything wrong. Oh, you like this? Okay, I'm glad. I have a lot on my mind. And since I have the option, if I can paint, a lot of my problems and concerns sort of straighten themselves out in the background when I am doing something more, I almost want to say more physical, and that doesn't quite make sense. But they told you how sometimes colors will evolve as I am using them, because of slight tremor in my hands when I go to grab them. See exactly how that evolution is working. I'm torn. Part of me really wants to go classic red with this. Part of me wants this kind of orange. Right, just classic. We're going to work on this. It's like those of you who got to see the sketch I did recently. It's really nice to do somebody with a slightly different body type, even if I felt my posing was a little rigid. A lot of times I'm only working on one aspect. And one thing I've been wanting to do, and I'm creeping in on doing that is getting, what you're seeing here is multiple aspects of my thing. What's my favorite thing to be drawing? Sorry, I didn't look up for that, so it took me a minute. What is my favorite thing to be drawing? That's an interesting question, Max. Because I go through these kicks Now, if Thesis were here, he would be poking fun at me for doing another elf girl. Because I do tend to draw a lot of elf girls. But, wow, what's my favorite thing to be drawing? Honestly, I think my favorite thing to draw is when I get to draw, like I do at the library, characters, like the characters, caricatures almost, but in my style of people, or people as their caricatures. It because I get such a feedback. And it's a process. It's like if I were to ever do one of these streams very late at night, which I know I've been tempted to do, I probably would draw very different materials than what I do on the show, or different ways, because a lot of it's about fitting the groove. And for me, a lot of art is about, there we go, that that feeling of disconnect where my brain turns off. And a lot of times I'm just done. Now, my favorite color palettes come in one of either two modes. I either like very autumnal, bright colors, but a touch muted, and lots of shading, or I like so your oranges, your browns, yellows, or I love to go like cyberpunk and just absolutely go Hawaiian, not Hawaiian, well Hawaiian a little bit, but the neons and the glows and the hard blacks and hard whites. That sort of dictate that art region. So again, a lot of what I do is mood-based. A lot of it, I almost have to stop when you ask me a question like that, and I do. I adore questions like that because I have to do things like this, which is stop and go, wait a second. What do I like? And how does that affect me? Because again, a lot of what I do is rather service oriented. So a lot of times I'm not necessarily drawing for me. I'm not. No, I haven't even done. Whoa, the black of her eyes yet, but I'm playing with the light. So, I don't know. Oh. That's such a good. I mean, that's one of those questions that's gonna stick with me, Max. Very good question. I think for me also, palette is often dictated by genre. So, there's usually a genre or a theme that I am working around. And now, for the sake of these programs, I use a very, what's my favorite art medium? Kat wounds me because she knows me so well. My favorite art medium. Wow. Let's see. Obviously digital art. I do love digital art. I've worked very hard to get digital art. And it is, tied to most of my work. My guilty pleasures tend to be reductive, I think is how you'd say it. So I enjoy wood carving. I enjoy sculpture of all sorts, but there's an ingrained fear of messing up that can get a little heavy with sculpture. I used to have my little Doom bunny I did, and maybe sometime I'll pull down the little wood carvings I did on a trip up to Wisconsin. If I can ever get healed up, now that the temperature's dropped, hopefully I can do some blacksmithing. And I'd like to, dabble in that more to express myself through that means. But my favorite, I don't know. There's something just about like pencil and paper. Now, photography. Like, I'm still of that period where people tried to hammer into me that photography doesn't count as artwork, it's a different thing, which I know is not true, but it was hammered. I love photography. That's why I love to do the skyscapes I do when I am well enough to go out on my porch and do what I need to do for them. But I think photography, when it's done right, is absolutely transformative, because inherent in the intent of photography is truth, more than just about anything else. So, whereas a lot of other arts and things are more I have done a little bit of blacksmithing. I'm going to be doing more. I just unfortunately, the meds that I take, that I've had to recently take, are incredibly heat sensitive, and my nerve damage makes me incredibly cold sensitive, so I have to be very careful in balancing these two things to be able to function. But yes, blacksmithing is something I intend to do. bladesmithing, but it's like when I say blacksmithing, I don't just mean making swords and riggings, which obviously, I mean, it's me, you know it's coming, but it's also being able to make practical things. And see, I think there's real beauty when you can make something even simple that works, and then there's beauty in taking something simple that works, and once you understand it, elevating it. Really, I didn't know you had a professional blacksmithing. Yes, now I'm seeing Cat Ruffalo just banging away with the hammer. No, professional photography business, Cat? Frankly, that's impressive. I'm more than a little shook. Well, see, for me, art is not just an expression, it's an obligation. It is something that I have to do. And part of that comes from seeing the ugliness in the world and realizing that the ugliness in the world won't, it corrupts people, it corrodes them. And I don't mean like towards evil, but towards despair. And the other part of it just comes from, well, it's complicated because I don't know if other people feel this, but when I see something beautiful, and I mean truly beautiful, it can be a sunset, it can be a person, and not necessarily, and usually far from media standards, quantitating my definition of beauty in a person is nigh impossible and best left unattempted. But on a level, it hurts me. I can't explain it, but there's something where it just pains me. Pang, I think is the right word. I feel it in my chest, and I can't breathe. I am struck by the beauty of, again, a person or a painting or a sculpture. Because it's like when I see the sculptures that are done, especially when water or cloth over skin is done in marble, and it's so visibly soft you should be able to pet it. I don't know, it's hard. It's almost as though I can feel the sacredness, the sanctity of it. And I don't want to put this, because this is really bordering in the realm of oversharing. But I don't have the fondest relationship with my appearance. When you have enough people tell you you're or free for, any number of horrible words long enough, it sticks a little bit no matter what. And we'll say humility was encouraged by many people in my life. And then sometimes it was because it was very profitable for them, and sometimes it was simple cruelty for amusement. But unfortunately, a good deal of that actually did eventually sink in. So I have to fight, forms of body dysmorphia and other things because of that. And one of the ways I fight that is other people are blessed to be beautiful. They have the capacity to bring joy and hope and light to people simply by being there. And that alone would be enough, there are a couple of people in this very chat who definitely qualify for that, like it causes bated breath. And then there are people who don't, there are people who, they're wonderful people, but sometimes, folks can be taxed by having to look upon them. And I've always seen myself far into that category. So, not. So, to offset the debt of that, I try to produce as much beauty as I can. To offset the feelings of doubt and fear I have, I try to produce joy and comfort. Try to speak kindly to offset all the things I have said and done in anger. Don't know if that makes any sense. Don't know if it should make any sense, but that's kind of how it works. Yeah, teaching digital. Digital photography changes the whole game, much like digital art does. It makes a lot of the experience accessible to people who it wouldn't be otherwise. And I think that's a very beautiful, wonderful concept. Because I love painting, but with my lifestyle, could I set up my paints and have my stuff be safe? No. But I don't have to. Oh yeah, digital art, digital cameras absolutely it had to, for good and ill. Because I think when you're dealing with actual film, and of course there are tricks you can easily do. I mean, anybody who's debunked paranormal stuff ends up learning at least the concept behind a bunch of those. But I think film will always, on a very specific level, be more honest than digital art. I want to look at something. Okay. I've been working on some color theory studies just a little bit. And because of that, I want to try some things that I wouldn't normally try. It might have to be done on a multiply layer. Yeah. Let me try this. Let me add a layer and make it multiply. Wow, that just... Wait, is that darken? That is incredibly dark. Not sure how I can do about that. But I'm also probably going to play with the opacity on the multiply layer. And that's okay. Like I said, if I did the sort of things I'm doing in real paint, it's limited. It's not necessarily so limited in the digital world. And once you throw AI garbage into the mix, there's a loss of faith, of trust in the veracity of the art, especially now. It's so easy to deceive. So a part of me every so often goes a little mad. I have to do something really ridiculous, like do a drawing with a burnt matchstick, you know? Just to remind myself that the art isn't a lie. Let's see. You should be able to find that with a quick bit of Google search. No. This character doesn't have a name. She's just someone I came up with. She may show up later. More than a few NPCs have been born out of me doing artwork and going, who are they? Oh, that's so-and-so. You guys would have had a very expansive and interesting campaign thing for the last one. But with the addition of the new player and the addition of just everybody being a little wild, I couldn't quite do what I would have done. Nope, not at all. No, this character just, in part, it was inspired by a new cosplayer I follow, but I don't think she was doing a character. And like I said, I like to do every so often other color palettes and other ethnicities and try things to keep I'll put it the keep my mind from being too stagnated. Keep my eye flexible to different kinds of beauty. And since enough of you have been around, oh, wrong layer. This layer is going to get played with till the shading is just where I want it. Nice. I made a cardinal mistake. That's okay. Back here. I should be able to just go. Now that splash of orange is a bit shocking, but that's okay because I'm going to play with it quite a bit before all is said and done. Whew, I'm working my butt up on this one. Oh, you can try to give her a name. I need to hydrate for a second. Thank you. This was his second try, and the last time you weren't there, and he was very problematic. So he almost, well, he apparently a few of the players asked him not to come back, and well, I don't condone that sort of thing. I understand at the time why they did that. And once he got the rhythm this time, I think he'll be okay. Just had to get him past the I want to rebuild my character from another game phase, and this isn't Fifth Ed, because it's not. If you wish to play Fifth Ed, you can go to other places and play Fifth Ed. I'm not going to fault you. Whoa, that was not one. I like how she's coming out. She's taking a lot of work, though. But I like how she's coming out. Let's see. Potato Mancy, well, it's one of my games. And I like to have... One of my policies is magic should be absurdist on a certain level, because in no universe would it not be. Like, I just can't see a universe where magic wouldn't be... Like, we always think... You look at the games and they always think of combat magic. And combat magic is wonderful, sure. Fireballs and whatever. But why is there scarcity in a world where you can just produce food and water if you have the right training? Why would you... Why wouldn't everybody have enough? And I will tell you, you know, if Nick were isekai through the portal, etc., I'd want more utility magic, far more than like explosive stuff. I'm not. Okay, now we go into the hardcore. You guys know what's coming next, right? You've seen this enough times. Now, I'm going to play a bit. It's nice and slow. Should we like that? I cast Honda Fit. I cast Iron Bonk Skillet. No, it's just it's one of those things that has always sort of affected me. No. Not color burn. Multiply. Did we get that done? Cool. That that sense that people are far too combat oriented in so much, even in the fantasy realm. But then again, you know, the old bit about my no hazard fantasy is basically being able to help people. I'm sure that means something sometimes. A little bit. I think we're coming to a time where kindness is going to be extra necessary. So when I find, whoops, that was way too hard. Buzz there. I'm gonna have to mess with this one a bit. That's a long layer. There it is. I don't mind how many layers it takes to get the darkness how I like it. Perfect! No, I'm kidding. I don't hate my artwork that much. Cassandra is a great name. It's not one I'm using right now. It's a name I hold in high regard because I've known some very nice people. Cassandra could work. She still needs a little something though. And it's way down on this layer. Just a little. back in here. By having that one eye that much wider, she was looking imbalanced. There we go. If she could beat, I feel like, you know what? She might. There is a place where she fits really well in the carnival. There is a place where she fits strikingly well in the carnival, and I have a large number of undefined NPCs still of that carnival. So you may have a remarkable point. And Cassandra happens to be a very fitting name historically. We'll see. We'll see. I spent a lot of time on her. Probably more than was necessary, but I think that there's some quality here. I counted. Hold on. I want to see something. I want to see something. I'm going to be silly for just a second. What do I like? That. I'll introduce my feelings. I don't always instead. Do this. Make this big up. It adds a little structure to it. Well, like I said, we may have to make arrangements for a different game anyway, Max. I understand you have things to do. It's a very busy time in your life. But I think a lot of it comes down to what you need to do and your priorities. So you do what you gotta do, and I'll be around. You'll be missed heavily, though, boy. Say that. Boom, delete, boom. Oh, I typoed that. There we go. But do that. And go to A. Nope. Typoed. At least I'm consistent. There we go. NTF 11.5 and 5. That came out really well. I mean, that's one of those I'm going to have to revisit, but we will see. Now I need to set up for the new one. Oh wait, I didn't export the timeline for this one. Thank you. I need to do one more while it... Oh, you guys can't see it because... Well, that's weird. It usually brings the pop-ups. Let's see. Well, while it's doing that on my end, we will come over here. We will pause the music. You know what? I bet I didn't share. I shared window, not entire screen. Okay. Wait a second. Hold on. Stop that music. Thank you. Let's throw some love at Became.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself. Ho, ho, ho! Santastine, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
Hydration is good. We're all set up with that one, so we'll do a new one. Now I have to think on this one. I have to think hard because this will be do this. This one will be the one for my anniversary. And my anniversary ones are always. Actually, I'm going to do this picture and then I'll decide. There might not be an anniversary stream. Because it is. Time I'll be spending with my family usually. I didn't hit time lapse, did I? I'm trying to figure a pose out. That's okay. There's the time lapse. I need to do a whole bunch of YouTube submissions and things. There we go. So let's get a little more honest. There we go. Try to get the pose figured out. No, like I said, it's a matter of just sorting things out. Oh, comments? No? Maybe? There we go. I don't think there'll be a Friday one next Friday either, because next Friday is going to be my anniversary. So we'll see. See, we had it down where we'd have a big Halloween party for Halloween, and then my anniversary would be at LodgeCon, so we would go out to the hotel. I'm just an evil man. I don't know why a bunch of you put up with me. See, what Mandy and I love to do anymore is watch the goofy Chinese rom-com drama things. And so I'm just going to do this one real quick. And we'll just go from here. I'm just kind of knocking this one out. Sorry if this is quiet on you, but sometimes it gotta be quiet. That hand's all messed up. But then again, my hand's messed up, so I'm not too worried about it. Oh, couchy, cushiony things like that. Very us. And I like it. That's actually very us, and I kind of dig on it. So give me a second. I know it is past noon. And some of us, myself included, are getting a bit peckish. But add a layer. We'll just start. Okay, we'll come down here. Oh no, I forgot to skip layers. Oh boy. I made the layer issue. Well, then we'll just do that like that because it won't be hard to fix. This should be a quick one. Should be much. My chair is losing its oomph. If I sit wrong, I bump like the release or something, and my chair loses its oomph, and I start punching down. I like old man eyebrows at this point. That's okay. Nothing wrong with a good set of attack eyebrows. Just getting this done. I hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. I mean, I really do. I hope you've had like the motivation to get things done, that everything's working kind of how you'd like it to. This one's coming out very pen and ink, very light. I like that. See, a lot of people have trouble when they switch over to using a display tablet because it doesn't feel right. And I totally understand how that could be a thing. But I did so much art on whiteboards that the smoothness very quickly doesn't bother me. There we go. I tend to start with myself whenever I do a group picture because I'm the easiest one not to offend. See, I understand that I am essentially the visual equivalent of the love child of Cyrano de Bergerac and Quasimodo, but I do what I can with it. There we go. Now I do find breaking style once in a while makes it quite a bit easier to, when I come back, I could go for a nap. Probably need a cookie or something. I think I ate all my emergency snacks in here. That's okay. And Dewey Hansen. Okay, now. I do want to say I really appreciate you diehards who've stuck around for the length of this broadcast because this is one of my better art ones. Like I'm okay with the artistic elements in them. Or over Africa. I don't know. And I tend to, if I don't have a stream going or the music lot that I'm singing along to, occasionally I just fall into like the hyper focus, just smile thing, getting it done, but I don't know where Mandy got these things, but they are a set of bib overalls, but they are in like stretchy pajama sweat fabric stuff. They're the softest things on earth. They are so nice. We like to take kettle corn and light cereals or cinnamon toast crunch and mix it up. And we'll watch shows and movies and stuff. There also is absolutely no neurotypicalness in the way we sit, like ever. It's just a given. Oh, her glasses, because she's going to be watching the show. She's a little higher than I normally draw on her. There we go. Oh, I can hear Xander banging around. He's awake. Let's see. I've done all this in 6. Wow. Normally I'm not confident enough to use such a relatively small brush size. It does explain why I've been acting a little funny, but excuse me. And that's a trick, guys. You just keep drawing, you just keep chilling. There we go. If I ever become truly wealthy, I'm going to acquire so many oddly shaped pillow, cushion, couch things just to flop comfortably. Yeah, that still needs a backing. That's way too bright for me to handle right now. So I'll just do that again. No, I won't. There. Right, now I can see what I'm missing. Whoops. That got a little away from me. I guess I'm in a sepia tone mode. Can't really explain it other than I guess I am. That's not bad. There's a little bit of sketch wobble to it, but it's cutesy enough. I don't think even she'll mind. That's so romantic that you're doing an anniversary portrait. How many? Just about every year. I mean, now finding them all would be a challenge because they've been given out and things. But I am starting to compile art books for some projects. There we go. But yeah, I do one of these almost every year. Let me see. Let me show you something. I don't know if you can see it. Ouch. But you see that fan-shaped guy off to the side over there? I can't get you any closer. That's the centerpiece from our wedding table, and in the middle is a little cartoon version of us I drew that we used as the wedding invitation. It really came out quite well. And that was 3 years ago, married? 25? Let's see, 23 married, 25 together, because if we count together from when I got engaged. Why is my chair? There we go. I said my chair is down as the screen. But yeah, I think I've done this just about every year. Need to find them. It's a good idea. I should now see if I can pile that together before not next year's, but the year after. That'd make a great 25th anniversary present. And I said, I don't know, because a bunch of them I gave to her on paper, and you have to understand we've endured fires and flood. And lost two houses unpleasantly over the years. I mean, that's kind of telling for what having the right spouse will do for you, too. I lost count of how many cars I've been through. Houses, jobs. She's my world. At the end of the day, she's my world. Now, let's see. Yeah, we'll do this airbrush. We'll just keep it simple. Go by the old rules. Wow. Let's see. Just kind of hitting it with a little bit of airbrush shading for the softness of it. not that this one has any less thought. There's just a odd natural ease to drawing things like this. We do need. Putting them in a book is such a good idea. Oh. Don't think I needed to go that dark, to be honest. Yeah. My hair is considerably lighter than it used to be. I don't like that. Like I said before, I love flying through life. Trying to get that feel of the late night, you know. TV binge. I don't like the arm over there. The arm looks. Good. We'll take the AirPods. Mine will go 80, so I can go. Now I'll come back over here. Maybe. There we go. I love pressure sensitivity. It is so nice to be able to just lightly erase to get the effect we want. There we go. I hope she likes this one. It's a little simpler. I'm in a mood, which I'm sure you guys can kind of grasp. There we go. Yeah. Come here with my airbrush. There's the light. Otherwise, I need a much larger airbrush for this next one. Like my airbrush. There we go. Do I like that? Yeah, I think I like that. Sometimes simplicity just makes it a little better. Hard to explain. That one came out pretty solid. So what I think I'm going to do is make this. Yeah. One more hit. No. No. Two-step here. Perfect. How's that? Almost. Almost. And I will save this. I'll never mind the furthermore if I need it later. But the way I said, I crossed my leg and I hit my stupid handle. Big stretch. Hydrate break. Let's get a commercial going, guys. I'm gonna save this. Save. Alrighty. So I'll send all these to Mandy. Anyway, let me run a commercial, and we'll wrap some stuff up.
Hi, I'm Auntie Foxy, and I'm a crafting addict. I make custom jewelry from recycled materials, and Foxy has wares if you have coin. You can find me at indcd.org/about-auntie-foxy. I hope to see you there.
Alrighty. Well, that's not quite where we wanted to be, is it? Let's see. Having a bit of technical difficulties. Nothing's where I want to be. Here. That's not doing it. Well, something went blank. That's okay. It's very typical of our streams. Guys, of course I'm going to run one more ad after this because I haven't ran it yet. But, come down here. You can look at the face. It's a great time to have a little fun, be a little spooky, get in trouble. Now, I'm not scheduling a stream for the 31st. I may pop up and have one. It may be an art stream. It may be a goof around stream. It may not exist. But I will be back the 3rd for another episode of Nevermind the Furthermore. I hope everyone stays safe this holiday season, and we will be back after I wrap these couple messages up.
Hi, bunnies. This is Robin Yoda, just wanting to let you know I have a Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/Robin Yoda. You can catch me there Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific playing Stardew Valley, Saturdays at 2 p.m. playing The Sims 4, and Sundays at 10 a.m. Pacific playing a random game from my Game Pass library. You can also find me Mondays on my YouTube channel, Robin Yoda the Lilac Bunny. I hope to see you all there. Thanks for watching.
Welcome, welcome, bunnies. It's Robin Yoda. My Twitch stream has changed. I'm playing Saturdays and Sundays at 2 p.m. If there's any schedule change, I'll let you know by posting on X, Blue Sky, and sometimes Facebook. You can follow all my socials, Robin Yoda the Lilac Bunny, and sign up for my YouTube channel. It's also Robin Yoda the Lilac Bunny, where I repost all of my streams. So come join me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Robin Yoda for some awesome streams. And once again, thanks for watching.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my rock and roll art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
Yep, folks, we're all about letting you art and making sure that you get to have what you need. Now I get it fixed. Have a spooky time. Don't do anything that will follow you into the next month. I hope to see possibly some of you at LodgeCon. It's a great gaming event. It's in Peatone, Illinois, Saturday and Sunday. I'll be there Friday with setup for a while, and then we'll just keep on trucking, guys. All right. Keep writing, keep drawing, keep creating, because as long as you do, you can edit it, you can improve it, but you can't edit a blank page. I love you, and you should too. Toodles.